Welcome. This is our last devotion about Psalm 23. Today we come to verse 6. Here David says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Throughout Psalm 23, David reveals the personal nature of his close relationship with the Lord. David has said "me" 6 times, "I" 4 times, and "my" 7 times. In this beloved psalm, David writes a total of 17 personal references in only 6 verses, making this song of trust intensely self-disclosing. As we approach the last verse of Psalm 23, we find a closing crescendo. David says, "Surely goodness and mercy," other translations say loving kindness, "will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." David begins with this emphatic word, surely. This word could be translated as indeed, absolutely, beyond any doubt, or even only. David is totally assured that God's love and mercy will never leave him. In other words, I know for sure, wherever the great shepherd leads me, his love and mercy will be always there with me. They are fellow followers, or whatever the leading is, only that his love and mercy may be near to me. I will be totally satisfied just to know that I'm surrounded by his love and mercy. My dear friend, where are you right now? Maybe everything looks like a chaos. It's very challenging and a very tough time for you right now. But can you say with David, only if God's love and mercy are with me, even if I don't understand, even if I don't comprehend, even if I don't see the next step, but I am sure my God will never leave me, and this means his love, his mercy, his loving kindness are always there with me, and his love and his mercy alone satisfy my soul. David goes on by saying, they are with me all the days of my life. All the days of my life. No day is excluded. Oh yes, we all know that all the days of our life are never the same. There are ups and downs, joy and sadness, success and failure, fear and happiness, darkness and brightness, sunshine and rain, all days. Some days are filled with duties, they are very busy. Other days are more slowly, and sometimes we even wonder what was the meaning of this day. But God's love and mercy are there with us, even today, even right now. David says, and that's the last crescendo, it's like a highlight, I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. There is no doubt about salvation assurance. This is an assurance that proclaims, I am his forever. I am a part of God's family forever. I have a dwelling place in the house of the Lord now, tomorrow, in future, and for all eternity. I'm safe in the Lord. The Apostle Paul says that our citizenship is in heaven. We are already seated in heavenly places. We have already shifted from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. We are already citizens of heaven. Even death cannot cut us off from the house of the Lord. This is my true home in life and eternity. This is my real home address, the house of the Lord. I remember my grandmother who loved that verse so much. She always said, the beginning and the ending of this psalm are lovely. Both are assurances. The Lord is my shepherd, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Yes, for my grandmother, the house of the Lord was a picture for the church of the living God. We belong to the church militant here on earth, but in eternity we will belong to the church triumphant. Yes, here we are still involved in a battle against the enemies of God, but at the end God will win. Christ is the victor, and we will dwell in the presence of God forever, in the heavenly city of Jerusalem. Read the book of Revelation if you need a victory vision. The house of the Lord is safe, and here I dwell. Here is my shelter forever. Maybe you live in a poor house, in a poor apartment, or only in a modest room. Remember, your address is the house of the Lord, His church. Wherever God's people are, there is our true home. So at the end of this psalm, we realize that we are so much blessed with great privileges we have as a sheep of God's flock. Now we know the shepherd's rod and staff protect me because He calls me His own. He provides my daily needs and gives me peace when I don't know what tomorrow will bring. He keeps me on the right path and He helps me make the right choices so I don't wander away from Him. He walks with me during the dark times and He never leaves me. He never is far away from me. I never need to fear because He is constantly faithful and near to me. After I pass through the valley, He prepares a table of fullness, yes, of abundance for me. And He anoints me with the Holy Spirit because I continue to trust Him, even when it is hard to do, but I don't give up because I know I'm so safe and so secure in the arms of Jesus, who is my great shepherd. At the end of Psalm 23, you should always remember that God is faithful, always, without fail. That's a promise you can count on, no matter what you are going through. His mercy and goodness follow you, and He invites you to dwell in His house forever. All you have to do is let Him lead you. What's happening in your life today? Will you trust Him? I hope these devotions were a blessing for you. And go to Psalm 23 again and again for encouragement. And when you need your hope renewed and your joy refreshed, go to this psalm, Psalm 23. Discover again God's great and endless and unchanging love and faithfulness to you. The Lord is with you. He is indeed your personal great shepherd. Be blessed, my listeners, and always say as your personal testimony, the Lord is my shepherd, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Really, forever. Be blessed. Amen.